Hey, it is currently 12:45 a.m. and I have to get up at, I think I set my alarm for like 11 a.m. because I am going to New York City all by myself for the first time ever. I've been in New York City by myself for like 2 to 3 hours tops for a concert, which is the exact same reason I'm going today. But I've never traveled into the city by myself, like traveled there and back. Either my parents have always driven me or I've always gone on the bus with a friend. I'm kind of nervous, not gonna lie. And I know I'll do fine, and it's pretty simple. You just buy a ticket, look at the schedule, get on a bus. But my mind, I tend to make things a bigger deal than they actually are. I am a really introverted person and I thrive in solitude. I love being alone in my own house. But when I'm out in public, I like being with people because I just feel safer and just better. And even though I'm not going to be in the city all by myself the whole day, thank God, because my friend is coming to the concert with me. And yeah, whatever happens will be documented. If I cry, if I go into a panic, if I get mugged, it's okay. It's all part of the experience. So yeah, I should get some rest now. We have a long, exciting day tomorrow, and we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna be fearless. At least for sure. So, good night. See you later. So we just went through Montclair and then to Newark and then to Secaucus, where we currently are, and the next stop is Penn Station. With every stop, I think the anxiety in my chest is slowly fading. So we made it.
Hi, how are you?
Hey guys, I'm out back in the world again. The concert just ended and my voice is a little shot in the best way possible. So a little background info before I show the next clips. When me and my friend left the venue, we immediately went into a subway station and we took a train, and halfway on that train I got off because our stops were different. So I got off leaving him on the train, and I got off at Penn Station. But what I didn't know was as soon as I got to Penn Station, the train for Montclair had just left. So I started kind of freaking out a little bit, like, oh my god. I looked at the screen for the next departure time for MSU, and it was like midnight, and at this moment it was about 10:20-ish. So I was like, oh god, I'm not waiting that long, so let's just call a Lyft, right? So my mom gave me a little bit of money for a Lyft, and then my card kept declining on the Lyft, and my phone was at 5%. So I started internally freaking out even more. Since Lyft was being stupid, I thought to myself, it's time to ask for help. Because that's your last resort at this point. So my first thought was, I'll go up to the cops, the police officers in Penn Station, and ask them if they could help me get home. But then I was like, girl, we're not doing that. So before we resort to extreme measures such as the cops, let's just ask one of the employees that work at Penn Station. So I went up to this guy, I think he was a maintenance man, but I asked him if he knew which one of these tracks went to Montclair. And he pointed to one and he was like, this one goes to Secaucus. And I was like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think to transfer from one of the destinations that we stopped at along the way to get to New York from Montclair in the first place? And I was like, thank you so much. So I went to the Secaucus train, and now you're all caught up. So I'm at the Secaucus train station. We're making progress. I'm so proud of myself for not freaking out and actually doing this. I'm usually good under pressure, but when my phone started dying and the lift didn't go through, I started kind of freaking out. But then I asked someone, I opened my mouth and asked for help, which is a huge deal for me because I never ask for help. I'm scared of asking for help. But I asked someone what train will go to Montclair, and this dude pointed this track out to me, and I was like, okay, well, that's gonna take me to Montclair, even if I need to stop at Secaucus, and that's what we're doing. So thank God I asked that person. Got a little bit tricky, but we're doing it.
20 minutes later.
We made it back, guys. It got a little bit tricky at the end, but it was all worth it. Thank you guys for coming along with me in this eventful day in my life. I'm gonna go pass out in my bed now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.